What is up, you guys? It's y'all spiritual fairy godmother, and I am back. Okay, I am back with another read. Today's video will be for the Capricorn full moon that is happening tonight at 4:32. I want to say 4:32 or 4:23, one of the two. A.M. If I got the time wrong, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm really excited about this full moon. I feel like I've been picking up a lot of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, a lot of earth sign energy. So with us going into this full moon in Cap, I'm expecting a burst of energy when it comes to working, when it comes to being motivated, when it comes to finances, when it comes to personal purpose, and just finding out your passions and turning your passions into purpose, turning your passions into finances, turning your views into money. Okay, that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. Also going into this full moon in Capricorn, for some reason I just feel like resilience. It just feels like keep going or keep pushing or keep striving. So that's all that I got for y'all as like a little channeling for the full moon. I'm super excited, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna actually start with my new deck, the Arcana of Astrology. I'm super excited, y'all. This deck has been getting me together, like, period. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with that one. I also have some more astrology cards that we'll kind of tap in and see kind of what aspects are being affected, and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and tap in. And then look, at the bottom of the deck we got Taurus, right? All right, so let's go ahead and tap in. Spirit guides, ascended masters, family, family. The most high, please be with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to the collective regarding this full moon in Capricorn happening tonight. Any information regarding this full moon in Capricorn, anything they need to know, anything they're unaware of, anything they need guidance on. This is for the full moon in Cap happening tonight. Any information, any guidance, anything they may be unaware of regarding this full moon in Cap. All right. It feels like a fight or like a duel or like two jobs where it's kind of like, it's like competing jobs or compete, like you could even be going to own a house and it's like the market is more so a seller's market than a buyer's market. So I feel like maybe you're having to compete for a lot of the homes that you potentially want to buy, or you could be potentially bidding for land. I feel like you're putting in an offer soon, or this could be somebody putting in an offer with you. I feel like something kind of eliminated itself. It's like you lost the fight, but because you eliminated yourself. So it feels like somebody tapping out or giving up or giving in. I'm hearing like the tortoise and the hare. It's like just because this person taps out, it doesn't mean that it's too hard for you. It means keep going, maybe to be resilient. And maybe your resilience is what's going to take you way further than, you know, this other person or this opportunity. It also feels like not being in competition. So if this is about, you know, at a workplace, I don't, you know, they're doing more than me, or we work on commission, or we work on sales, or it feels like work is kind of making you guys compete against something for some kind of prize. This could also be like a party, like a wet t-shirt contest, a dance contest, something like that I'm feeling. I don't know why, but I'm feeling that. I feel like you're winning. Like this could be your winning season. You could be winning money, winning finances. This could be like a loan that you're getting approved for. This could be a car loan, a title loan. I feel like good things are coming that maybe you stopped expecting. It's like due to trauma, due to hurt, due to pain, you kind of maybe tapped out in the past. This is you realizing like, I can't tap out this time. I can't give up. Like, I gotta keep going. Like, I have to go for what it is that I want. I'm not gonna wait for somebody to give it to me. I'm gonna go get it, right? So we have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, and the sun. All fire signs, literally. Aries, Leo, Sag. We got all of the fire signs. And I've never had that happen before. I use this deck for myself. I haven't really used it in readings yet, but I use it for myself. So the fact that all of these came out, 444, passions increasing. Like, this feels like a lot of motivation, a lot of fire, and dancing, like salsa dancing, or like Latina. I'm hearing like bitty bitty bum bum. I don't know. I think that's a TikTok, but it kind of feels like you gyrating or like moving your body or feeling more passionate about things that maybe you once stopped feeling passionate about. These are literally all fire signs. That's crazy. And then the sun does represent the strength card in the tarot deck. The sun or the strength card, Leo energy, brightness, a bright future, a bright outcome, the light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody is being blessed with some kind of light bulb moment. It feels like information. I feel like your dreams are very heightened at this time. So let's go ahead and tap into the sun and see why the sun is here. I don't know if I'm going to do Aries, Leo, and Sag. Maybe kind of like as we clarify the cards. But for right now, I just want to go ahead and tap into that sun. All right. It says the sun is the most important and well-known component of our big three. This is our basic identity. Starting with this key piece of our personality, it is from here that the rest of the planets build a complete picture of us. So you could have one of these signs as your sun sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel like this is kind of, you're in whatever your sun sign is, you're in that energy. Even if it's not Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, you're in that energy. So for me, I will be a Cancer. So if I was in my sun energy, I would be very nurturing, very mothering, maybe wanting to garden or wanting to put myself in a position to like sprout something or to watch something grow. So that could be like a new dream or a new idea, a new plan, something like that. Again, if you have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart or in your sun, I feel like you're definitely acting out in those aspects as well. So if you are a Sagittarius, you could be very flighty right now, trying really, really hard to make a concrete decision. But I feel like you're kind of in and out. You're very adventurous. You kind of want to be outside. I feel like this is like figuring out which nigga to go on a date with, which friend to kick it with. It's like being booked and busy. I feel like a lot of people need your attention and it's making you feel good. It's making you feel wanted. Somebody could also be boosting your ego. As far as this Leo, you could be really, really standing in your strength. I feel like you're mad, you're upset, and bitter, but all of those things are kind of being transmuted. It's kind of like all of that pain is now being turned into purpose. So if you are a Leo, I feel like you're really, really standing in your strength and you're trying to be strong, even if maybe things are very confusing right now. As far as this Aries energy, okay, because I'm an Aries rising. So I don't really know much about Aries, but what I'm picking up on, just by like how this look, it feels like something is a long shot. Like I said, I don't know any Aries. I don't know too much about Aries, but for me, I'm picking up this is a long shot. It's like having to take a risk, having to really go for something, having to not care what other people are going to think about you, but just doing it, like just doing it. This also feels like fast acting or fast communication. So this could be you texting somebody first or reaching out to somebody first. Okay. Who we are is our natal chart, and the sun is the first step in bringing this to life. This beautiful and fiery mass holds all the planets in its gravitational pull. Without him, we cease to exist. So the sun is this very masculine energy, whereas the moon is a very feminine energy. So I feel like a lot of you guys could be stepping into your masculine energy when it comes to finances, when it comes to making that money. Even if you got a man, I feel like maybe you're in a position where it's like, okay, I'm bringing something else to the table now. Where I used to be a housewife, I'm turning me being a housewife into reputable income, or you know, like people see me, people like how I'm a mom, so now people want to be a mom like me. This feels like inspiration. This feels like you inspire people. Okay, I feel like during this full moon, you will definitely feel inspired, which will make you want to go inspire people. So whatever your inspiration is coming from, whether it's that epiphany, that idea, just like having a niche and really kind of like getting the hang of it, I feel like you're actually putting yourself out there, maybe connecting the dots. All right, it says this understanding of our mortality is how we develop our ego, which determines our base motivations in life. Again, I feel like if you a Sagittarius, you could be getting your ego stroked, right? It could be a lot of women, a lot of men, a lot of people seeing you, a lot of jobs, kind of like, ooh, you know, like maybe you put your application or resume on Indeed or something and bunch of people are hitting you up. It feels like you got options, boo. Yeah, the ego wants to evolve into something great. It has purpose to fulfill that is determined by the characteristics of our sun sign. When we are living in alignment with our sun, we feel our inner calmness. A weakened state can cause us to lack self-confidence and awareness. And an excessive state can cause us to become ego maniacs on a quest of destruction. So if you are a Sagittarius, this could be cheating energy. I feel like you turned your back on somebody that had your back, right? The sun is the most welcome and joyous in this card deck. His radiance and warmth gives us confidence to be our best selves. So you don't need confidence from other women or other men. You don't need men complimenting you all the time in order for you to feel beautiful. And when they are complimenting you, it's like, I don't want you just talking about my fat ass and my cute face. You know, talk about my intellect, talk about my aura or my presence or something like that. I feel like you don't need outsiders to influence how you feel about yourself anymore. You've gained that self-respect. You've tapped into that sun. And when we think about the sun, we think about that masculine energy. Men don't really get to talk about their mental health. Men don't really get to express themselves. Men don't really get to be whole or complete. Sometimes, you know, if you have not grown up having a safe space, or if you have not grown up feeling safe, feeling comforted, feeling loved, feeling listened to, you know, I feel like that truly does affect you. And I feel like as women, if you are constantly in your masculine energy, I feel like you're finding ways to use it to your advantage instead of looking at it as a bad thing. I want to be in my soft feminine era. Like, yeah, that's cool. That's what everybody doing. But I feel like for you, your path could potentially be different. You could be just needing some coins. Fuck a soft feminine life. Shit, I need some money. I'm trying to grind hard. I'm trying to work hard, right? He reminds us that our best qualities have been there all the whole time. We just needed the light to shine in our darkest corners. So this is shining light on your insecurities or your shadow side, or, you know, that egotistical, maniacal type of energy. I feel like you're coming out of that and you're using your strength to do it with that Leo energy. Too much sun, however, can be dangerous. At times, it can contradict other parts of your nature. It can bleach and scorch them to the point where you think they may die, but they don't. Life is resilient, and soon little bits begin to regrow. Even when the sun hurts us, we must remember that without it, we wouldn't exist at all. It's okay to throw up some temporary shade when you need relief, but don't hide too long or you will miss this golden opportunity. So I feel like this is somebody not running away from their problems, but facing them and dealing with them. So a lot of those epiphanies, a lot of that intuition, a lot of that passion and purpose that's coming out during this full moon is kind of working as a catalyst or a catapult to catapult you into a different phase of your life, into a different situation. I feel like it's for your best interest. Like, I feel like it's necessary. I feel like it's kind of long overdue is what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap into this sun. And I kind of want to get a clarifier for each of the signs. And again, if you are not an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, 9 times out of 10, you probably got at least one of them somewhere in your chart. So check that out, and that could be the house or the area in your chart where it's being most affected by this Capricorn full moon. So definitely, if you have not checked out your natal chart, it's a bunch of websites. It's free ways to find, you know, your natal chart all over the internet. So it's doable. Let's see, why is this sun card here for the collective regarding this Capricorn full moon? Stop. My dog is like biting her leg. I don't know. It just feels pointless. It feels pointless. Something feels pointless. The shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So I feel like your energy somewhere that was stagnant, it's just like, it's pointless. Like, it's pointless for me to be here at this job if it's not completely paying my bills. It's pointless for me to be here if y'all gonna have me in competition with somebody who is not even in my league. It's pointless for me to be here if my strength doesn't matter to you. If what I've been through and, you know, all that I'm continuing to go through doesn't matter to you, I'm gonna take what I'm going through and I'm gonna go ahead and slide. You know, I feel like this feels like I'm not getting mad no more. I'm going to feel what I'm going to feel, but me being mad at you is pointless because you don't understand or you just don't care. This is like not nagging somebody to be right or to be good for you. I feel like this is finally like, look, I guess I really don't need you no more. It's like you're not doing anything for me anymore anyway, other than maybe hurting me or showing me a reflection of myself or showing me what I'm willing to accept or what I believe love to be right now. And it just doesn't work anymore. I feel like the job isn't really kind of giving you what you need. Maybe the property that you set out to get isn't giving you what you need. I'm hearing De'Ara and Ken. So you could have bought a property and then found out that your spouse cheated or that they were hiding money from you, finances. They could have had an offshore bank account. I feel like this is like secrets being revealed. And it's like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to deal with it. But I feel like if you don't know the truth, you won't heal in the way where it's like, okay, I learned my lesson from that. Ignoring it, running from it, like, oh, I ain't gonna go through that nigga phone because I don't want to see what he doing. It's like, well, that's just you telling yourself you're not strong enough to leave after what you see, right? So it feels like becoming more aware of the spaces in which you hold yourself back. Yeah. Why is the Aries card here for the collective regarding the Capricorn full moon? Why is this Aries card here? Okay, so we got a lot of cards. I'm only going to take the Sage. Be devoted and committed. So Aries for you, even if you're not an Aries. I feel like this is kind of like journaling, writing down your feelings, maybe coming up with a business plan, maybe like looking at the land and like coming up with the, I don't know, drawing up a picture of what it's going to look like, what you want it to look like, mapping out your closets, mapping out the space. I feel like you're making your home your home. Like, this could be the first time you're moving out of a parent's house. You could be recently divorced, single, just newly living on your own. I feel like this is you kind of maybe writing out your finances, being very devoted to paying your bills on time. It's like you want to save face. You want to look good in front of somebody. Let's see, why is this Leo card here for the collective? We got the Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. So I feel like this is you grounding yourself, Leo, tapping into that third eye, also tapping into that heart chakra, that love, that centerpiece. I feel like a lot of your strength has come from pain, but I feel like now you're having to ground yourself and root yourself in love, where it's like, I don't have to struggle through every single thing that I go through. Like, now I can just learn my lessons and go about my way and feel good. I can be rooted and grounded in what my ancestors wanted for me, and I can live my best life, or they can live their best life through me. So I feel like this is you maybe living up to somebody else's standard, living up to what somebody else could potentially want you to do. You could have followed in your parents' footsteps as far as like how you treat your relationships, mentally abusive, or emotionally neglecting yourself because of your parents emotionally neglected you, or feeling broken, coming from a broken family, or, you know, feeling like you don't have all the answers. I feel like you're coming out of that because all the answers are rooted deep inside of you. So I feel like as you start to take time to ground yourself and maybe find somebody who's going to hold you down, or somebody who's going to ground your thoughts, so maybe they really, really help you with your anxiety, or they really, really help tame kind of your, what is it? Pessimism? Like when you, pessimistic, I don't know what the word is, but it's like when you're negative, or when you think badly about yourself or about the world or about what's your situation or what's going on. I feel like this person kind of comes in and gives you a different perspective, or allows you to see things differently, right? Why is this Sagittarius card here for the collective? We have the Mother Guardian. Feel loved and appreciated. And I feel like this is you feeling loved and appreciated by yourself. This is you mothering yourself, like reparenting yourself, unlearning all the things from your past. You know, when we was talking about Sagittarius, we was talking about that very flighty energy, that in and out energy, not knowing when to sit down or how to sit down or stay in one place, of being very adventurous. I feel like you're so adventurous. Sit down. You're dropping little seeds, little gems, little, you know, you're dropping clues. I'm hearing wild and out, like drop one for the clues bound. I don't know. You could be going to a wild and out show this summer. You could be finding out that you're pregnant at a show or at an event, or you could be thinking like, dang, I'm supposed to be my period today, and you're thinking about it as you're enjoying the concert, like, and then I feel like you kind of can't get it off your mind. I feel like you're randomly finding out that you're pregnant at like an odd time. This could be during Sagittarius season, so this could be in November or December. Yeah, so either November or December, or is it October and November? I think October is Scorpio. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But this feels like instead of needing other people to tell you how good you're doing, to give you reassurance at the job, to make you feel like, yeah, you're doing great. I feel like I also just heard somebody is wedding planning. And it's like things have changed now that you found out that you're pregnant. I feel like you're downing yourself, like you're not going to look as good, you're not going to look as pretty, it's going to be harder to get alterations, it feels like you're going to be more emotional. Like, I feel like you thinking about all the bad reasons and ways to like that this could work out. But I feel like if y'all just getting married and just maybe having your first kid or a kid together, I feel like at least y'all got married first. You know, that could be something that maybe your family is traditional or something like that. I feel like, well, you know, even if y'all conceived the baby, at least y'all got married first. So this to me feels like wanting to take things slow. But I feel like God is kind of like, I'm catapulting you into greatness. Like, ain't no taking nothing slow. You could have just met this person and then you ended up pregnant, and you're thinking, damn, like, this person doesn't want this commitment this early. This person isn't ready for this. You could be trying to close your eyes and act like you ain't pregnant. Like, oh, my stomach ain't hurting. Like, like this could be in denial, you know. If it's not about an actual pregnancy, again, I feel like all those seeds that you've kind of dropped and planted as you've kind of been on your adventures. So this could be you dropping gems. Like, maybe you date around. I heard slut. I'm not calling you a slut, because you could be a male too, you know. But it feels like every woman, every man that you've dated, you drop gems. Like, you've shown them like something important. I feel like you've impacted so many people's lives. For some reason, I'm getting that you could be a masculine energy and you could have a lot of baby mamas, or it's like you crave motherhood. It's like you could have not been parented as a kid, feeling like, damn, my mama work all the time, or mama always with this person. Maybe you could have had step siblings, feeling like she take care of them more, or she likes them more, or whatever. I feel like this judgment that you're kind of passing on yourself and looking for other people to give you all this reassurance, like, you look good, babe. Like, in a relationship, you constantly asking your partner, like, you think I look good? You think I look good? And it's like, do you think you look good? Like, you know, like, don't put it on me, because then what if you don't look good? Do I got to tell you that? Do I got to feel like I'm hurting your feelings, even though you know damn well that you probably, you know? So this feels like not allowing yourself to just baby yourself. It's kind of like, I have to reparent myself. If I don't like this about myself, I have to unlearn this. If I'm not able to get myself reassurance, maybe I need to learn how to. So this feels like moving past limitations, like moving past maybe what your mama taught you or what your mama showed you. It's like, okay, well, now I'm grown, so I get to learn on my own, or I get to have my own perspective. I get to see things how I want to see things. I feel like that's really, really important for you, to just see things how you want to see things. It's like, I feel like you've been living maybe in somebody's shadow, again, because we do have that sun casting that light. I feel like you've been living in somebody's shadow, maybe even trying to be better than somebody, or wanting to be better than somebody, and maybe feeling like you didn't live up to what they needed you to live up to. Now I feel like you're transforming your goal. Your goal is no longer to make them happy, but it's to make yourself happy. It's like you want to feel like the star. You want to feel like the golden child. For some reason, I feel like siblings. Like, somebody is like making differences between siblings. Somebody is a lot more spoiled than the other one. We got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Somebody could have not felt loved as a child. Eight of Swords with the Three of Cups restriction. This could be a younger sibling as well, feeling like somebody came and took your shine, or, you know, feeling like somebody just took all the attention, which caused you anxiety potentially. This could be your child anticipating a sibling now that you told them that you're pregnant. We got the 6 of Discs, which is community, which is gifts from God. It's like blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings, right? It's like the ancestors are giving to you. The people on your altar are like finding ways to give you money. So if you have like a past mother figure, because again, we have Mother Earth here. So if you have a mother figure who is maybe financially endowed, I feel like she's helping you with your rent, helping you with your finances. If you're starting a business, she's like helping you get the logo planned, helping you plan your wedding. Some of you guys could be moving, hanging up pictures in your new home. Just her, Cleotis. 3 of Wands, waiting. It's like a waiting energy with the High Priestess. It's like you, I'm just waiting on my moment. The High Priestess, she is the all-knowing. She is kind of like, I'm going to go find these answers, baby. I'm going to go figure it out. She has her scroll. She has her third eye open as well. This is a lot of mothering energy. I feel like this is a blessing that you've been waiting on for a long time. Waiting on your ships to come in. I feel like you got ships coming in from multiple different places. This is multiple streams of income, being committed to all your different jobs. 8 of Wands, communication, telepathic communication. Somebody could be apologizing to you telepathically. You could be ignoring them. Staying rooted and grounded. I feel like just because somebody is coming back with an apology, remember what they did to you. Remember how they made you feel. High Priestess, this could be a mother. You could be adopted. Your mother could have found you recently. And it's kind of like, I don't know if I necessarily, I don't know if I want to be around you. So this could be you kind of having anxiety if this person is using you. This competition energy, this could also be like that snake energy where it's like, somebody feels like somebody else looks better than you, but like you have their attention, you have their eye. You have their mind's eye. Even if, I feel like physically you haven't captured their eye, but spiritually, mentally, you have. Why is the 5 of Wands here? So this could be somebody texting multiple people, dating multiple people, but the wheel of fortune is turning and this person is going to be yours. This job is going to be yours. I feel like if you're going on like a game show, some kind of luck could be coming to you. Luck that comes from knowledge, though. So it's like it's not luck. It's like this is something you deserve. This is something you've worked hard for. With the 5 of Wands, competition and communication, you got a lot of wands, a lot of fire energy, a lot of passion energy. A lot of passionate energy here. The loss, a Fool with the Hierophant. This could have been a loss that you took, a loss of a job. Now it's kind of like you waiting on new money to come in. And when you get a new job, it takes weeks for, you to get your first check. I feel like you don't got money to feed your dog or your animals or your kids. It's kind of like somebody could be homeless with a child. And it's like just talking to people. Maybe somebody offered you a home. Maybe somebody offered you some kind of finances or even a job. Where it's like you can live in a basement or, like you can. I feel like somebody's kind of giving you help that maybe you don't want to take. But this full moon is kind of transforming you with the devil. Yes. You're letting go of that devil-like energy, that Capricorn energy. Devil is the Capricorn. I kind of want to read this out the book. I'm using the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And I just want to get it out the book real quick because we do have the Fool card here, which is on the front. And then we also have the Devil. So I want to tap into that Devil card and see why you guys maybe got that. Oh, nope, that's the Tower. The Sun. I don't know where it's at. The Devil. Here it is. All right. In high vibe, release, awareness, liberation, choice, and sexuality. In low vibe, ego, addiction. Again, we talked about that ego. Ego, addiction, lust, codependency, temptation, illusion, weakness, debauchery, delusion, and materialism. Okay? So it says, the devil signifies our internal struggle with external temptations and the choice we have in that matter. So I feel like this is kind of like an angel on your shoulder and a devil on your shoulder, and it's kind of like, what choice do I make? Like, how do I make that choice? Like, do I make the choice to not be tempted, to not do something that goes out of my character for money? Or do I just wait for my ships to come in? Do I be devoted to God? Do I be devoted to my purpose? Do I be obedient? I feel like God is calling you to be obedient, and maybe you could be tempted by things that are not good for you. Smoking, drinking, sex. You could need to be celibate. You could have a lot of bodies. You could be wanting to purify yourself, or just kind of like fast, or put yourself in a position to just be feeling better, doing better. Long as 6 months, I'm doing better than niggas. I don't know. I just heard that. Okay. A goat-faced man appears on a bright blue day. He lords over a dark space filled with the earthly remains of humanity, symbolizing a loss of spiritual connection. So I feel like this could have been a lifestyle, a relationship, a job. You could have been staying with friends. It could have been homelessness. It could have been drug addiction. I feel like something kind of had you by the balls. Because look how he holding this cow in his hand. It's like something wanted to slaughter you. Something wanted to be the death of you. This could even be a person. This could have been laying with the enemy. Right? In the foreground, kneel the lovers, right? So these are two lovers. So it's kind of like, this could be you sleeping with the enemy, or it could be something keeping you and your lover apart from each other. So there could be a porn addiction. It could be, something that's happening within y'all relationship that's kind of keeping y'all apart. If y'all not together, if you single and this person single, maybe y'all don't even know each other. I feel like life is kind of getting in the way, but y'all are both low-key, secretly, telepathically praying for each other and praying to each other like, come get me, because I'm tempted by these niggas who don't really want me, or I'm tempted by these jobs that are offering me a lot of money, but that are going to stress me out mentally, that are going to cloud my judgment, that are not going to put me in purpose, that are not going to be worth me working for 10 hours a day for them. I feel like the temptation is the money, the temptation is the earthly things, or whatever your addiction is, even if it's food. I feel like being able to have that self-discipline is kind of going to show God that you are ready. You're not just in a constant state of waiting for your ships to come in, but you're allowing them to now be docked. You're allowing them to kind of be checked over. Okay, let me check over this blessing. It's arrived now. Let me make sure it's what I want. So this is kind of really going over, your requirements and your boundaries. Do this job meet all of my requirements? Not only does it pay well, but am I going to be satisfied? Am I going to be happy here? Do I have a good team? Is this land good for me? Do I have to cut down trees in order to make it what I need it to be? Do I want to cut down those trees? Do I want to preserve earth? Like, I feel like you're having to make so many important decisions, and it's hard for you. I feel like financially you could now be in a new tax bracket. You could now have to pay taxes, and it's kind of like, do I do some scammy shit, or do I just do what I'm supposed to be doing? But I feel like if you do scammy shit is going to be done to you. So this is waiting on your ships to come in and being a good person as you wait. Not being tempted, not being thrown into that devil-like energy. And devil-like energy don't necessarily have to be bad. I feel like it's that grit and it's that motivation to surpass the temptation, to go past what your counterparts are doing, to surpass what the masses is doing. It's like, okay, yeah, the masses is going to be scared of COVID, but I'm not. Or the masses is going to believe that it's okay for women's rights to be taken away, but maybe I'm not. So this is like lobbying for what it is that you believe in, regardless of what temptation or the world or the earthly shit wants you to believe in. This is you being firm in your boundaries, in your self-respect and your self-love, and being obedient to the Most High and being obedient to what God told you. It's like once you be obedient to God, the shit is gonna fall into place. But you kind of manifesting things into your reality outside of God's will all only end up in shortcomings. So it may be short-lived. That relationship may be short-lived. Like, I'm hearing how you get them is how you lose them, right? So if you cheating or, you know, something like that, and we got the Four of Wands, which is a relationship and a commitment after the Three. So I feel like this is something you've been waiting on, but temptation has gotten a hold of you and maybe has not let you go yet. So you could be in a state of letting go of that ego, letting go of that pride, in order to come in abundance with your person, in order to come into harmony with your higher self, in order to come into abundance and harmony with the Lord, or with your children, or with your dreams, with your goals, in order to come in alignment with the things that are your most deepest desires. You're going to have to be obedient. You're going to have to let go of the temptation. In the foreground, the Lovers, a direct link to the 6th card of the tarot, where once they had true love, now the innocence of their union is lost. So it's kind of like, once you get to fucking somebody, the innocence of what y'all are creating, the importance and the foundation is now tainted by sex. Like, if y'all don't already have a foundation, sex will taint it. Now you're addicted to a person, or now you're tied to a person, and you don't understand why you can't let them go. And your sexual prowess is now attached to their sexual instincts, their animal primal instincts. So now y'all sniffing each other out, and, you know, it's kind of territorial. This could be you at this job. Like, even though you just got here, it's older women feeling territorial over the money, even though it's enough money to go around. You know, this could be neighbors feeling like you don't belong in the neighborhood. You know, a bunch of different things. I feel like, but you're going on a walk. You're freeing. You're kind of like celebrating. You with your mama, your sister, your cousin. So if you're a male, take heed in the enjoyment of feminine energy. Even if you around your sister, even if you around your mama, stop thinking your wife nagging all the time. Enjoy her. Enjoy that feminine, nurturing energy, because I feel like before you were a fool in the past, you could have hurt women in the past. If you are a woman, you could have hurt these niggas. You could have got hurt by your dad, and then you became a man eater, fucking plenty niggas. If it's nothing like that, that could be you having to move every year, not valuing or appreciating your car, not valuing or appreciating your home. Your children could have got taken away because you ended up homeless. So this is recognizing your value, recognizing all the stuff that you've been through. This Capricorn full moon is going to put you in a position of power. Power. They left the garden, indulged in vices, and picked up new habits. So this is kind of like, you are the people that you're around. So if you're around a person who sells drugs, who does drugs, if you're around a person who does not want to get a job, if you're around a person who is lackluster, if you're around a person who is always sad, if you're around a person who never wants to go in nature, if you're around a person who only eats pig feet and chitlins, if like, you are the people that you surround yourself around. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with any of the examples that I named. However, that's who you are. So if you're offended or anything, that means that may be a trigger point for you, and that may be something that you could potentially need to work on and come out of that ego feeling like somebody is attacking you or doing something to you, when really God is sending this person to trigger you. So remember I said earlier, if you've been bouncing around from relationship to relationship, it didn't go in vain. Nobody is calling you a hoe. Nobody is, that ego is needed to be let go. You don't need people to fulfill you. You don't need all these different jobs to give you all this money for you to feel luxurious and for you to feel like, damn, I deserve all my bills to be paid. God will provide for you. As long as you're being obedient, God will give you whatever your heart desires. God won't even put those desires on your heart if He's not going to give them to you. So this is recognizing that maybe God is in a masculine energy, because God is everything. So right now, God could be in a masculine energy, giving you tough love instead of that mothering energy where you may feel you need that nurturing. So I feel like you're having to first give it to yourself to prove to God, like, look, I know I can do it. I deserve this. Just like if you single, you should be taking yourself out on a date. You know, you should be rubbing your own feet, going to go get massages, buying yourself flowers. If you're a guy and you love for your girl to maybe give you nice long back massages, or to rub your beard, or to help you emotionally, you need to help yourself emotionally. If you know, damn, I love laying on my girl breast and just telling her about what I've been through for the day, do that for yourself. Lay in a bed and talk to yourself about what you're going through. Journal. Men's mental health is just as important as women's mental health. So when you think about what you want in a woman, be that for yourself, and don't look at yourself as any less than for being feminine. If you are a feminine energy, be everything that you want your man to be, and don't look at yourself as too independent or too hard or too masculine, because it's important that we have that balance, right? It's important that we have that polarity. At its gentlest, the devil represents a need to remove your rose-tinted shades and examine patterns of destructive behavior and questionable motives. So if you know that you're not doing something with good intentions, don't do it anymore. If you're being petty, oh, he ain't text me back, so I ain't gonna text him, don't do that. You know, I'm mad at him, but I'm not gonna communicate why I'm mad. Don't do that. Oh, I really want to quit this job, but I'm not gonna quit because I need the money. Don't do that. God ain't gonna bring you no more money than what you already making, because guess what? You don't love yourself enough to know that you deserve it. So this is kind of God helping you remove the fakeness, remove the snakes, remove the uncertainty, remove the competition. You have no competition. You are your competition. This is you kind of just being like, look, I'm going to take off these rose-colored lenses and I'm going to look at shit for what it really is. If I don't like it, I'm going to change it. If this person ain't helping me, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go find me a new person. This is not staying stuck, not being stagnant, but choosing and deciding to love God enough to be obedient and trust God enough to believe that wherever God is leading me to, whatever I'm being obedient to, is leading me towards greatness. Because God is not going to steer me wrong. God is not going to steer me to devil-like energy, because God created the devil. So you can't destroy me. God created me too. Why am I not just as powerful as you? It's called willpower. It's called discipline. It's called self-respect. It's called self-love. You have to have those things in order to be what other people need you to be, in order to be who you need you to be, in order to be who God needs you to be. All of those things are necessary. You can't have one without the other. And I feel like you're recognizing that you're coming into alignment with those ships. It's like, I'm not waiting for my ships to come in. My ships are here. I got to board them. I got to find my people. I got to take my people with me. This is you finding your community, the Wheel of Fortune. On the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like we all got to work together. If you don't know the answer, then I'm going to hit the buzzer. And it's kind of like you need a team. You need a team. I feel like God is kind of bringing you a team. God is bringing you people who you can work with. God is bringing you people who are going to enlighten you. I feel like you've always been a teacher. Now God is allowing you to be taught. God is allowing your eyes to be opened. Allowing your eyes to be open to the many blessings of this world. I feel like so often we see the negative and we see the turmoil and we see the stress and the hurt and the pain. But if we really open our eyes to the fact that we have survived it all, if we really open our eyes to God's love and how much grace and glory that the Lord really gives to us, I feel like the badness in the world can be diminished. It can be trampled upon. It can be triumphed against. Like, we can beat the odds. And the fact that we don't believe that is not having that trust in God. It's not having that faith. It's not having that relationship with God. Because if you have a relationship with God, God is going to give you all the answers. God is not a God of confusion. If you ask God for a sign, a symbol, God will give that to you. All you got to do is have mustard seed of faith. That's all you got to have. If you tell yourself you can do it, you can do it. If you tell yourself you're going to make it happen, you're going to make it happen. So being able to put yourself in a position of being obedient is going to help you. I feel like even if you don't know if it's the right decision, like sometimes God will lead you somewhere and it's like, damn, I don't know why I'm taking this route to work. I don't know why I'm guided to go to Walmart instead of Pick and Save. I don't know why God has now brought this woman into my life to talk to me up in this Walmart. Or I don't know why, I done met this fine ass mailman, and it's like, I feel like you may not understand why God is leading you to turmoil, or why God has brung you through the dirt, or why God has hurt you. But I feel like God knows, and that's all that matters. If you have trust in the Lord, if you have faith in the Lord, whatever you're going through right now shouldn't matter, because God already told you your destiny. God already told you that you're going to be straight. It's just up to you to rely on that and to lean on that, to lean on God's understanding and not your own. You're not going to understand everything that God does in your life, especially not right away. You can ask for all the signs and symbols that you want, but you have to pay attention. Just because you may not get the concrete answer that you're seeking right now, don't mean in 2 weeks, 2 months, tomorrow, that you're not going to get that sign that you were asking for. So by being patient and by being obedient, I feel like this new moon in Capricorn is really going to bring you everything that your heart desires. If not everything, the start is going to bring you the seeds. God ain't say God going to do everything for you, but God is going to bring you those seeds in this season for you to plant, for you to nurture, and for you to bring to life. All right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. That's going to be it for this full moon in Capricorn. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and share it on all your social medias. I'm out of here, y'all.